Here we are again with our weather unit for core. Today we're going to be talking about winter. Remember, Annie is the 5th grader that's writing us a letter. Dear kindergartners, it's me, Annie, again. In yesterday's letter, I told you about the 4 seasons that occur in many parts of the United States: winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Do you have a favorite season? Today I'm going to tell you about winter. What kinds of things do you think of when I say winter? Snowmen, icicles. I'll tell you what I think of: cold. No matter where you live in the United States, winter is the coldest season of the year. The shortest days of the year mark the beginning of winter in mid-December. Besides the last half of December, winter also includes January, February, March. So winter is December, January, February, March. So if you have a birthday in any of those months, you have a winter birthday. Exactly how cold it gets in the winter depends on where you live. In some places, the temperature may fall below freezing, which is 32 degrees. Now that's cold. When it's cold outside, the liquid in the thermometer stays down in the lower parts of the thermometer. When it's warm outside, the temperature gets higher up into the thermometer. Probably our thermometer is on this side. We might get maybe not this cold, but maybe like up into here. This is about where we stay, right here. Another way you can tell it's wintertime is by the way that people are dressed. What are the people in the picture wearing that helps them stay warm in winter? Winter clothing is made to protect you from the cold and keep your body nice and warm while you spend time outside. It is usually cold during the winter, in Washington, D.C. Sometimes it even gets cold enough to snow. I wish it would snow every day, but the temperature must fall below freezing, below 32 degrees, in order for it to snow. If the air between the clouds and the ground is below freezing point, then instead of rain, snowflakes will probably fall. I didn't know that. That's cool. Some years, Washington, D.C. gets heavy snowstorms known as blizzards that bring traffic to a halt and force the schools to close. There are other years when it only snows once or twice. So some winters are colder and snowier than others in Washington, D.C. What is it like during the winter where you live? Does it ever snow? Yeah, it does, right? We get snow a lot. When there's heavy snow in Washington, D.C., my parents groan or complain because they know it means lots of work for them. When it snows, people pull their snow shovels, snow blowers, and snow plows out of their garage and basements, and they get to work clearing the snow. In many places where it snows, snow plows get to work clearing the streets. We don't have too many of those around Washington, D.C., but my cousin from New York showed me this picture. We have snow plows, right? We have a lot of these. So some places around the United States, they don't have these big snow plow trucks because they don't get a lot of snow. So that's not someone's job. But here, it's someone's job to take care of all the snow on the streets, right? My parents may not like the snow because they have to shovel it, but I always cheer up when it starts to snow. Snow is fun. I like to build snowmen and have snowball fights with my friends. Here's another way to have fun in the snow. Touch your nose if you've done this one. I did this over Christmas break. It was super fun. Did you guys do this? Let's see. After a big snow, all you need is a nice steep hill, a sled, and some good snow clothes. A hat, mittens, boot, coat, sweater, scarf, and maybe a pair of long johns under your pants to help keep your legs warm. And you're ready for some serious sledding and playing outside. After playing or working outside in the winter, it's always nice to come back inside and get warm. We have a fireplace in our house where we can light logs on the fire to help warm the house. In places where it stays really cold, people also use furnaces and heaters to keep their air inside their house warm. And of course, if you get cold at night, you can put on an extra blanket. Wintertime is also a time that people of many different religions around the world celebrate holidays. Christmas is a Christian religious holiday on December 25th. We just did that, right? Hanukkah a Jewish holiday which falls around this time. Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday, also falls around this time, as does Kwanzaa, a week-long holiday celebrated by some African Americans that begins the day after Christmas. So lots of people celebrate different holidays around the world in the winter. Another important winter holiday falls on December 31st, which is the last day of the year. This day is called New Year's Eve. I love that we're talking about this right now because probably you just had a New Year's party. This says Happy New Year. After New Year's Day on January 1st, there are still about 2.5 months of winter. So I always hope it will snow to keep things interesting. I don't like the cold weather so much if I don't have snow to play in. What about you? Your friend, Annie. All right, so that's all the info about winter. Winter is in the months of December, January, February, March. Okay, talk to you soon.